So the problem is assembly line scheduling. Right now, this is based on this problem is basically for manufacturing factory. Right? Consider one example that suppose in an automobile factory, right? The automobiles are produced using assembly line, right? So suppose there is one factory for manufacturing a car, right? So final product, right, will produce using different assembly line, right? All the parts manufacturing different units, right? And all the units are assembled together, right? Using the assembly line, right? And at the end, you will get the final output or final product, right? So in an automobile factory, the automobiles are produced using assembly lines, right? The chassis enters each assembly line, and along this line, part, there are various stations at which the parts are added, right? Then a finished auto exists at the end of the line, right? Now, how was normally in any automobile factory, right? Now, the problem is to determine which station to choose from line 1 and which to choose from line 2 in order to minimize the total time through the factory for one auto, right? So problems normally automobile factory માં શું હોય છે, right? All the chases enter in each assembly line, right? And in each assembly line there are some stations, right? At various stations, right, different parts are added, right? Then finished auto exit at the end of the line, right? But the problem is to determine which line is which station is choose from line 1 and which station is choose from line 2, right? To minimize the total time through the assembly line, right? So for that, we consider the structure of assembly line, right, with stations, right? Here, this S11, S12, S13, S14, then S21 are stations, right? This is your first assembly line and this is your second assembly line, right? Now, from here, chases are entered into assembly line 1. From here, chases are entered into assembly line 2, right? And this is the end part of your assembly line, right? So here you got the final product, that is your completed car, right? Now T1, T2, T13 are the time, right, required to change from one line to another line. Each number of stations, right? And finished auto exists at the end of the line, right? Now consider if there are two assembly line, I is equals to 1 and 2, and each assembly line has n stations, that is j is equals to 1 to n, right? We denote the j station or line 1 by Sij, right? So if this is the station for first line, right? So value of I is equals to 1 and first station of first line, then value of j is equals to 1. So S11, right? Like this S12, S13 up to S1n, right? Then the j station on line 1 performs the same function as the jth station on line 2, right? This station perform the same function, right, as this station, right? But we select either this or this station, right, which gives you minimized total time to produce this car, right? So corresponding stations S1j and S2j perform the same function but take different amount of time, right? That is A1J and A2J, right? So here in circle you can see that A11, A12, A13. So A11 is time taken by the station S11. A12 is the time taken by the S12, right? So this much of time taken by the S11 to perform some task, right? To perform the same task, S21 required how much time? A21, right? And T21, T11 are the time required to change the line, right? Entry time are E1 and E2 and exit time are X1 and X2. To enter into assembly line 1, right, time required is E1. And to enter into assembly line 2, time required is E2. Right? And to exit the assembly line 1, time required is X1. And to exit the assembly line, time required is X2. Right? Now, after going through a station, chassis can either stay on same line at no cost, right? Or transfer to other line, right? So to transfer from one line to other line time is Tij for I is equals to 1 to n minus 1. Right? Now consider this example, right? So this is the one problem, right, that we can solve using the dynamic programming. Right, this is assembly line scheduling problem, right? Now use the dynamic programming concept, right, and find the minimum time, right, which required to produce a final product car in one automobile factory, right? So first step of dynamic programming is to characterizing the structure of optimal solution, right? Now goal of this problem is to complete the fastest assembly line time, right? Now fastest time from entry S1N and from entry S2N for assembly line 1 and 2 respectively, right? So then we have to consider the existing point X1 and X2, right? Second step is to recursively define the value of an optimal solution, right? So all of you first draw this figure in your notebook, right? All of you first draw this assembly line scheduling example, right, in your notebook. Then we solve this example using dynamic programming. When you complete it, please write down done in chat box. All of you draw this diagram in your notebook. Everyone can see clearly see the diagram, all the values.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, draw it fast. So now using the dynamic programming technique, right, we have to find the fastest time to get through the entire factory for the for this example, right? So step number one in dynamic programming is to find the optimal structure, right? So F star is the fastest time to get through the entire factory, right? Then Fij. Fij is the fastest time to get from the starting point through station Sij, right? And base case J is equals to 1, I is equals to 1, comma 2, get through station 1, right? So for station 1, right, F11, right, here Fij is the fastest time to get from the starting point through station Ij, right? So starting F11 means starting first assembly line ma pass thava માટે, right, starting point, right? So to reach station 11, right, how many time is required, right? So that is F11, right? F11 is equals to, now see in this figure, this is your E1, right? This is your E1 plus A11, right? So F11 is the time to reach at station S11, right? How many times required to reach at station S11? So that is E1 plus A11, right? So F11 means E1 plus A11, right? So this much time is required to get from the starting point through station 11, right? So અહીંયાથી station 11 તો પહોંચવા માટે કેટલો time જોઈશે? E1 plus A11, right? Same way for second assembly line, right? Same way for second assembly line, time required to reach station 21 is E2 plus A21. E2 plus A21. So this is E2 plus A21, right? So F11 is equals to 7 plus is equals to 9, and F21, that is 4 plus 8 is equals to 12, right? Now you reach at station S11 and S21, right? Now next step is for value of J is equals to 2, 3 up to N and R is equals to 1, 2 for recursive solution, right? આપણે શાના માટે કર્યું? For value of D is equals to 1, right? For value of G is equals to 1, right? Now if value of J is equals to 2, 3 up to N, right? It means for remaining stations, right? F1J, right? So this is the fastest possible time. This formula is used to find out the fastest possible time, right? So F1J is equals to, if value of J is equals to 1, then E1 plus A11, right? Which we already covered, right? But if value of J is greater or equals to 2, right? If value of J is greater or equals to 2, right? Then how to find the time required to that particular station? So minimum of F1 J minus 1, right? Previous station no so time plus current station no time. So that is A1J, right? Previous જેટલો પણ time assembly line માં તમે traverse કરીને આવ્યા છો, that time plus current station time, right? Comma F2J minus 1, right? If you move from second assembly line to first assembly line, right? So time required to traverse the second assembly line plus the transit time, that is T2J minus 1, right? So T2J minus 1 is time required to move from second assembly line to first assembly line plus E1J. So that is time for that particular station. બેમાંથી જે minimum હશે, that will be value for F1J. Right? So all of you write down this equation. Right? આપણે example થી જોશું તો તમને વધારે ખબર પડશે. Right now just only write down this equation in your notebook. Right? So F1J is equals to E1 plus A11 if value of J is equals to 1, and if value of J is greater or equals to 2, then you have to follow this equation. Right, here value of I is equals to 1, 2, because we have only two assembly line, and value of J is equals to total number of stations. So that is 1 to N. Right, now second is F2J. Right, so this is the time required for second assembly line stations. Right, so F2J is equals to E2 plus A21 if value of J is equals to 1. Right, if value of J is equals to 1, then E2 means time required to enter the second assembly line plus A21, so that is time required at station 1 in assembly line 2. Right, now if value of J is greater or equals to 2, right, then minimum of F2J minus 1. It means in second assembly line, previous station's time plus A2J, right, current station time, or F1J minus 1, that is first assembly line time, right, total time to reach to that station, right? If you follow the first assembly line, then traverse station of first assembly line plus transit time between assembly line 1 to assembly line 2, so that is T1J minus 1 plus time required of current station, so that is A2J, right, if value of J is greater or equals to 2. Right, so all of you write down this equation in your notebook. Right, so these are the formulas. Using these formulas, we can find the fastest possible time, right, for assembly line 1 and assembly line 2 to get this station as Sij. Right, now this is the fastest time for entire assembling, right? So that is F star, right? After computing the fastest possible time to get station Sij, F star is the fastest time for entire assembling, right? And this can be computed as F star is equals to minimum of F1N plus x1 comma f2n plus x2, where x1 and x2 are the exit time, right? And f1n means final station time for assembly line 1 and final station time for assembly line 2, right? Minimum of these two will be your time, fastest time for entire assembling process. Right, so using these three equations, we can solve the assembly line scheduling with the use of dynamic programming. Right, now consider this example. Right, now in this example, right, as we use the dynamic programming, right, we have to draw one table. Right, so all of you draw this table, right, where F1J and F2J are time required for assembly line 1 and F2J is the time required for assembly line 2, right? And value of J starts from 1 to n, right? So here we have total 6 stations. So value of j is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Total 2 assembly line and 6 stations, right? Now for g is equals to 1, we have to use which equation? E1 plus A11 and E2 plus A21, right? So for j equals to 1, it means for station 1, right? For station 1, we have to add E11 plus A11, right? To find the value for F11, right? So chases enter to assembly line 1, right? And time required to reach station S11 is 2 plus 7. So that is 9, right? So here j is equals to 1. So F11 is equals to E1 plus 7, right? So station 1 પર પાર્ટ ને અસેમ્બલ થતા કેટલો ટાઈમ લાગશે? એક તો અસેમ્બલી લાઈનમાં એન્ટર થવાનો જે ટાઈમ હશે એ, right? અને એ સ્ટેશન પોતે જેટલો ટાઈમ લે છે એ. So that is 2 plus 7, right? So 9, right? So value of F1j is 9, right? Now if chases enter into assembly line 2, right? So we have to find the value of F21, right? So how to find the value of F21? F21 is equals to E2 plus time required by the station S21, right? So 4 plus 8, so we can do it like this, right? F21 is equals to E2 plus A21, right? So that is 4 plus 8 is equals to 12, right? સુધી ખબર પડી બધાને?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So now here we reach at station S11 and S21, right? બધાનું આપણને શું કહેવાય fastest possible time ખબર પડ્યું, right? Now next step is find F12, right? Find F12 where value of j is equals to 2, right? So if assembly line scheduling, right, follow this path, right, then time required is here value of j is greater or equals to 2, so you have to follow or you have to use which formula? Minimum of F1j minus 1 plus A1, comma F2j minus 1 plus T2, comma j minus 1 plus A1j, right? Now if assembly line scheduling process follow this path, right? So what will be the value to reach station S12? So that is F1j minus 1, right? So F1j minus 1 is 2 minus 1, so F11, right? So value of F11, you can use this table to write the value of F11. So value of F11 is 9, right? Plus A1j. A1j means A12. So what is the value of A12? That is 9. So 9 plus 9, right? That is 18, right? Or F2j minus 1, right? If to reach this station S12, right, your assembly line follow the second line, right? Your manufacturing unit follow the second assembly line instead of first assembly line if it select the second assembly line, right? So what will be the value? That is F2j minus 1, right? So F2j minus 1 means F2 2 minus 1 F1 F21, so F21, right? F21 is 12 plus T2j minus 1. So T2j minus 1 is T2 1. So T2 1 is 2 right? This is T21, right? So that is 2, right? So 12 plus 2 plus A1J. So A1J is 9, right? So that is 12 plus 2 plus 9, right? So total is 23, right? So to reach this station S12, right, if you follow the assembly line 1, so time required is 18, right? And if you follow the assembly line 2, so time required is to reach the first station of assembly line 2, then transfer from assembly line 2 to 1. So A માં જેટલો time જશે A plus processing time at station S12, right? So total time is 23. So which is minimum if you select the assembly line 1, right? So what will be the value for F12, that is 18, right? So if you follow the assembly line 1, you get the fastest possible time to reach the station S12, right? And produce your assembling process, right? And transfer to next station. So total time, fastest time to processing at station S12 is 18, right? Now, next is second station for second assembly line, right? So find the value of F22, right? Now, tell me what will be the value for F22. Here, value of J is greater or equals to 2, right? So to reach this station, right, what will be the value? Either you can follow this path, right? Or either you can follow this path, right? So which path gives you fastest route? Assembly line 2 or assembly line 1?
1.
1, right? And time required is 16, right? Now find out for station 1, 3. Either first for assembly line 1, if you select assembly line 1, so કેટલો time આવે છે? And if you select assembly line 2, so you have to follow this path, right? And minimum of these two will be the value for F13, right? So this is the value for F13, right? Now here you can see that to solve the other sub problems of this problem, main problem, right? You use this table, right? This table store the solution of previous sub problem, right? So no need to solve this sub problems again, right? You can just use this table, right? So here you can use the optimal solution to find the future sub problems, right? Now solve this table and tell me the answer for I is equals to 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Now what will be the value for F23? F23 is 22, right? Like this, find the value for all the stations, right? And match your answer with this table. Okay, થઈ ગયું. All of you completed the table for assembly line scheduling. આવે છે બધાના આન્સર?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you complete, then shall I move ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now we find all the values for F1J and F2J. Right? Now next step is we get the F16 and F26. That is F1N and F2N value is equals to 35 and 37 respectively. Right? Now next step is find out the F star value. Right? What is F star? F star is the fastest time for entire assembly. Right? So with the use of this equation, right, find the value of F star. F star is equals to minimum of F1N plus X1. Right? X1 is the time required to exit the assembly line 1. Right? It means minimum of this station time, right, plus exit time of assembly line 1 plus minimum of this station time, that is F2N plus X2, that is exit time for assembly line 2, right? બેમાંથી જે minimum હશે that will be the value of F star, right? So F star is equals to minimum of 35 plus 3, right, comma 37 plus 2. So 35 plus 3 is 38 and 37 plus 2 is 39. So which is minimum? 38, right? So value of F star is 38. It means to assemble the car, right, fastest time required is 38. Right? Now next step is compute the fastest path, right, from this table. Right? So here you can see that, right, that when we enter into assembly line, right, if we select assembly line 1, right, then we got the fastest time, right, because F11 is smaller than F21, right? To reach here, right, we require less time compared to this station, right? So first we follow which path, enter into assembly line 1 and reach to station S11, right? Now next is for station 2, right? If we go to S11 to S12, right, then required time is 80, right? But if we go to S11 to S22, right, required time is 16, right? So which is the fastest route? S11 to S22, right? So next, after assembling one part here, right, for second assemble, right, we have to reach to which station? S22. Right? Now, after reach at S22, we have two options. Either we can move to S23, either we can move to S13. Right? So, what is the fastest route? F13 or F23? F13, right? So instead of going to S23, right, we go to which station? S13 for next assemble, right? Now same way for fourth station, right? We go to S24, right? Now S25, S16, then last is exit from the assembly line 1, right? So this is the fastest route, right, which gives us final product, right, in lesser time, right? If you follow the assembly line 1 or assembly line 2, right, then total time required to assemble all the parts, right, is more compared to if you follow this path, right? So this is the fastest route to assemble all the parts of car to get the output in less time, right? So this is the assembly line scheduling problem, right? So the optimal path for assembly line scheduling will be line 1, station 1, right? Then next is line 2, station 2, right? Then line 1, station 3, then line 2, station 4, then line 2, station 5, and line 1, station 6, right? This will be the optimal path in assembly line scheduling for this assembly line scheduling problem. Getting all of you? ખબર પડી શું થાય છે? How to find the optimal solution and how to find the optimal path for given assembly line scheduling problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody has any doubt in assembly line scheduling problem? Okay, so this is the assembly line scheduling, right? At the end, you can show the optimal path using the dark line like this. Right? તમારું જે ડાયાગ્રામ છે, right? એ ડાયાગ્રામમાં તમે આવી રીતે dark line થી you can show the optimal path in your solution, right? So જ્યારે પણ તમે answer લખો, so after this table you can draw this diagram like this, right? This is the optimal path for the given assembly line scheduling problem, right? And in your notebook you have to write down all the calculation for each and every step, because these questions will be asked in 7 marks, right? So you have to show the computation for all the value for F1J and F2J. Don't write directly the table, right? You have to write down the steps for each and every table value like this, right? આવી રીતે આખું બધા સ્ટેપ માટે લખવું પડશે. And at the end, write down the table, right? And find the F star value, right? After finding the F star value, again draw the diagram, right? Which shows the optimal path with the darkened line. Right? આ રીતે લખવું પડશે. Directly તમે table લખશો, so you will not get the full 7 marks. Right? So this is about the assembly line scheduling problem using dynamic programming.